EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys already finding themselves in a pretty massive hole, 0-3 to start the new year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Steelers offense led by none other than Aaron Rodgers, his 22nd and what he says is his final NFL season.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs.
So now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Judkins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to second and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, here's Judkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Once again, Judkins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third down, here's Judkins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. The tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
By Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Now Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
3rd down.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw is Sanders. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got them, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run again with Dowdle. They find some open field here. Now he's free at the 35. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 16-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A running play, it's Dowdle. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8.
At the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That's Jaylen Warren getting his first carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Sanders to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
from the gun, it's Sanders. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 12 here. It's third down. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pushes him aside at the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second
to throw now. Here's Sanders.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Andre Schmidt on for the Browns field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's complete. Bernard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 36 yards. First down.
Rodgers going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. The coverage by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Shedeur. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. A final shot before break. Sanders. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 33, here's second down and 1. Sanders keeping it on the zone read. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up third and
now
3.
Sanders. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard
They
line.
run here with Dowdle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. Third and 5.
And it's third down.
Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run it here. Ooh, the juke. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
17 yards.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. A give. Here's Judkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Sanders keeping it on the zone read. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
An inside run with Judkins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. With his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And able to get this out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, what a move. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff looking right. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On play action, Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Gets around him. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They go play action now. Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Sanders escapes the sack. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Steelers offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's third down. And 9 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup. And the Steeler first down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Carson Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second
On the
and
give,
6.
it's Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They're motioning left. That's Pittman. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. His throw incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Sanders to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Sanders pass.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Avoiding the tackle, Bernard. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for Pittsburgh, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the defeat is their first of the year as they...
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football?